What's up, clashquesters? Carlos here, and today I want to show you how you can solve a stage like that with a lot high-end towers in Legendary 1 League. I have here a maxed account with maxed runes, so of course that makes it way easier, but that is also a stage where I recommend to have at least level 2 or 3 runes. I have here level 4 runes, which absolutely help. So we have damage-wise not the very best troops here, so that's quite hard. We have the Giant, we have Prince, we have Barbarians, and we have the Goblins. So what you in general want is you want to set everything on fire. So we don't have archers, we don't have wizards, what I use usually to bring towers on fire. So what do we need to do? We need to get runes, we need to get the Goblin runes with the bomb, and actually we have for all the units the defensive items, which are usually not that common in use, but we have the healing for the Giant, we have the shield for the Prince, we have the shield for the Barb, and the dodgy dagger for the Goblins. And the goal was to get as many Goblin runes and bombs as possible. In best case also a couple tramples from the Giant, because the Giant will then splash his damage to all the troops, the towers. And yeah, let's see what I've done, how it worked. We double the speed a little bit, and I tell you what I've done and why. So first of all, we need to bring something, some structure in it. I don't want it to use that many books, so I was using first the Prince here for the gold storage, and I think the next step was also the second Prince, because now you see that 2 Giants in the middle, they are now combined. And also all the Goblins, they had already now the dodgy dagger. Now I brought the Giant in the top left to the back, so we had all Giants together. They were healing the whole field. I think first I used the Prince. Yeah, exactly. So it is always important, use single units. You need a lot turns, because we did not have any runes so far. So far, without any rune, I would absolutely not have any chance to solve that. Now, there was the first rune from the Goblin. Also the Barbs had a rune, but that's not that important. Now using single units is the key. I think now I used either the Princess, yeah, exactly. Now we get the next bomb. Unfortunately, the bomb went again at the same spot. The bomb is very RNG where it went to. And you see the mortar in the bottom right. Here it is super important, because, also since the mortar was not on fire, to rocket that mortar. I think I will rocket it quite soon, 2 times with 2 rockets. I should have used 3 rockets. We will use another rocket on that mortar later. I should have immediately done it. So I wasted a little bit damage. I think it will go now with the right Barb. That Barb could have gone somewhere else. But you see now, everything is already on fire, thanks to the Goblin rune. The Goblin rune is really absolutely amazing. So next up, we use the single Barb, and now we have a lot of Giants on the field. So I was hoping that I get the Tremble rune, but also we need to use the Giants. So I used the single Giant. Now I need to separate them a little bit. I was also figuring out, okay, where does the mortar hit? Like the top mortar will hit more in the front, the back mortar in the back. And you will see I will now swap one of the Giants out and use that. That was the rocket, which I just mentioned. So now everything was on fire. So we were pretty sure already that we might solve that, but it was not 100% safe yet. We needed more bombs. The more bombs, the more damage, because the bombs, the fire damage is stacking on the buildings. This is really cool. So next up was then the Giant. And you see, I still got a Giant from the back, but I have a lot other units in back. I have Barbs, I have Goblins, I have Princes. So I was sure I can use a lot single units to get more and more fire damage on the buildings. Next up, I will play another single Giant. I was just thinking here a little bit which one should I play, because I still wanted to get a Tremble. So I thought about, okay, should I bring up the Giants to the top, or should I just play one, because it doesn't really matter. So as you see, I swapped 2 Giants upwards so that the mortar will hit those 2 now. Unfortunately, no Tremble. And I had gladly 1 more book, so I could separate now the back Giants and could play them separately. Now I got the Barbarian there. Another bomb, and you see the bomb and also fire damage is getting more and more. We get another bomb, so we get now definitely a lot of bombs. We have like 14 Goblins or so on the field. This is absolutely helpful. We get almost every round now bomb. I had still a rocket left, so I was pretty sure that I will solve that now. I could use the single Barbs over and over, then the Prince, and again a Barb. So that was now pretty safe. That way clear it, and from there on I wasn't sure. I didn't even need the rocket to clear that stage. So that should it be. I will use now a Giant, I think another Giant, and that's it. This is how you can solve a stage like that with even not the best possible runes. Alright, that's it. That's how you solve a stage like that. I will upload more Clash Quest clan attacks. Let me know in the comments what you want to see. And yeah, thanks for watching. See you soon again. Carlos out.